What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. This one's going to be a little bit more chilled out. I'm going to be opening pretty much every single one of my wheel spins that I have. Plus, we're going to be talking a little bit about Forza Horizon 5. Now, this is going to be a conversation, so I want you guys to comment down below any thoughts, any opinions, anything you want to see in the game, anything you don't want to see return back into the game, anything that you guys are thinking about when it comes to Forza Horizon 5, which we are going to be actually seeing very, very soon, especially with E3 coming around very, very shortly. We're definitely going to see at the very least, a trailer, if not a little bit of gameplay or something like that. We're definitely going to be shown the map or even just, you know, the location of where it actually is. Anyway, before we do that, let's actually get started with the wheel spins. I have a lot of these. I think I have a lot of normal wheel spins, so I think I'm just going to open these. Also, for the people watching, that's like offended that I'm opening all my wheel spins here and I'm just skipping through all of them. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the prizes. Hopefully I get something good and expensive and rare. That's cool. But I don't really care about getting like $2 or something like that, because I know people will say, oh, if you skip through the wheel spins, you get worse prizes, which isn't the case at all. There's never been any sort of truth to that ever. So yeah, anyway, if you guys are offended watching this in the background, then I guess don't watch it. It's just so weird to say. It's just so stupid. People being offended about me spinning my wheel spins. It's so dumb. Also, these don't sell on the auction house, so I'm just gonna sell it. But when we get some Forza Edition, or Forza Edition cars, I'll have to see if I want to keep them or not. Ooh, 250 GTO would have been sick. Anyway, let's get started talking about the game. So Forza Horizon 5 is gonna come out this year. We know that for a fact. Like, it's been said. And then I think next year we will be getting Forza Motorsport. But Forza Horizon 5 is obviously the game that I'm looking forward to the most. I prefer the whole, you know, sandbox, just open world game sort of thing. It's not really sandbox, but like the whole open world racing. I much prefer it to any sort of track racing game. It's just more fun to me to play like that. So I definitely do enjoy that a lot more. Now, a lot of people wanted the game, we'll talk about location first of all. A lot of people wanted the game to go to Japan, right? Including myself. I think Japan would have been a really, really good place. Anywhere around Mount Fuji would have been sick. There's loads of different mountain passes and stuff like that. The culture in Japan is amazing. I think it would have been a very, very good place for them to add into the Horizon like map lineup. So I think eventually we will get it. I think like Forza Horizon 6 or whatever, if they're gonna make something like that. Yeah, I didn't mean to add that to my garage, by the way. But I do think we are gonna get it, but I don't think we'll be getting it this year. I'm pretty sure, if it's not confirmed yet, it's been leaked or whatever, pretty much we're going to Mexico this year. And at first I was like a little bit, you know, like I couldn't be bothered to play on in Mexico. Like, what's so interesting in Mexico? I know there's gonna be like, you know, wilderness and stuff like that, which would be nice to drive, you know, off-roading and stuff like that. And maybe, just maybe, it'd be nice, you know, maybe in like a city or two. But I've seen some really good pictures. One of the tweets I'll show up on the screen right now, Don Juan Song put a tweet out saying that Mexico would be really, really cool to play in. And he showed a couple of pictures, which I kind of agree. I think Mexico would actually be kind of fun to play on. Everything's going to be in Spanish, so it'll be kind of weird, but, because I mean, we had America, right? English-speaking country. We had Australia, English-speaking country. We had mainland Europe, which technically wasn't English-speaking, but the way they made it was, you know, kind of nice. There wasn't really any, I mean, it could work. I mean, this is a festival. This is like a worldwide festival thing. I love the way I said it. It's going to be in Spanish. I kind of said it as a joke, but then I sort of rolled with it. But yeah, it's definitely gonna work. I think it's gonna be a good game. I know people are saying, you know, Japan, but like, I think Mexico is gonna be decent for a map for us. I think it's gonna be kind of nice. There's so many different like places in Mexico that you can go, and you know, have like proper cities, Mexico City, or have like small little towns, like rundown towns and stuff like that. I think that'll be really, really fun. Or you know, going around in literally like forests and like just the wilderness, I think is gonna be really, really good around Mexico. So I think overall for Horizon, it might actually be kind of good to have Mexico. I think it'll be it's not a terrible choice. Let's just put it that way. Now let's move on to cars. I like the car list that we have here. I am kind of interested a little bit more in more modern cars. I mean, we've pretty much had the same cars here. I mean, constantly get added. That's pretty cool, actually, the Cinque. I can sell it for 1 million credits. I'm going to add it to my garage because I could probably sell it for more if I just sell it randomly. But, yeah, the cars. We're getting so many cars that we've had from previous Forza titles. I mean, the majority of the cars that we have in this game are literally all the way, they just go back all the way to Forza Horizon 1, which makes sense, right? You know, you just have the same list and then you just keep adding cars over and over again. But the graphics for some cars especially are just, they just haven't really changed. They just seem like they're the same, you know, just slightly higher resolution versions of the cars. They haven't really changed with the games going by. So I do want them to sort of redo the majority of the cars. I want the cars to be so much better in quality than they are now. Again, like I said, they're okay, but they're not great. They could be better. I think they could be so much better than they are in Horizon 4. And I'm playing this game on like ultra graphics, maxed out everything. Reflections are good, all that sort of stuff is good, but like you can still see, you know, the way in video games or whatever, when you're doing any sort of visual effects, to create a circle, right, in the games, you need lots and lots of lines. And it still seems like in this game, to make a proper circle, I don't know what sort of, you know, technology or whatever, I'm talking from any sort of experience or any sort of knowledge that I know, so you can correct me in the comments or whatever if you know more than me. But to create a rounded object, pretty much, or anything rounded off, let's say like vents inside of a car, or even just steering wheel, right? You need loads of straight lines to create it. And obviously, the more straight lines, the smoother the circle is. You know, obviously, it'll become more of a circle. But I feel like a lot of the details in this car and the cars in this game, they just don't have that, which is very weird for a game that's come out like in what, a couple of years ago, which was technically supposed to be like a very, very good game. So it's weird seeing stuff like that on some cars, pretty much making them look like they came out of Gran Turismo 6. You know what I mean? Like Gran Turismo 6, we're talking about their technology about like making stuff like that, rounded objects or anything like that. Now this goes for everything, right? So if you think about it, rounded objects are pretty much anywhere. Think about like a wheel arch. Think about like the angle of the you know, let's say if the car comes down from the roof sort of line down to the, you know, the windows and the rear arch or the front arch. Like, there's rounded edges off everywhere. So obviously, making them look more realistic would mean, you know, taking longer time to, you know, process everything. So again, I'm talking this from like personal experience. I know for a fact they won't be able to recode or redo every single car from scratch, but, you know, there's probably different technologies and stuff like that to get them to look even better now. But I honestly do want the car quality to go up quite a bit, and especially, and also the environment quality. I think graphics quality, I think, needs to take a nice big leap from this game to the next one. Visually, it's beautiful. I love playing the game. It's not incredibly, like, it's not terrible, right? I'll play this game and I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy every single bit of it. The graphics quality is great in this game, but again, it's still, I think, still needs like a step up. Especially in the cars. Now, the car list itself, which is pretty much what I initially started talking about, I do want more modern cars. They add some modern cars every now and then, but I want some more, right? Like, I mean, like, there's so many BMWs, like the M5 and stuff like that they could have brought out the brand new, you know, the LCI M5 or the BMW M8. Like, this is just from BMW, you know, that I'm thinking about. They could have brought out the new Audi RS7. They could have brought out, what else is there? I mean, the new Corvette they just brought out, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a little late, but they did bring it out. Again, there's a bunch of different types of cars that I really still want them to continuously add into the game, like new cars. I think they've done a very good job with keeping this game constantly alive by updating the, you know, the festival playlist and stuff like that. Constantly giving us rewards. Constantly giving us new cars to play for and to get. So I honestly do think that that feature there, where the way they constantly add cars like that, is a very good idea. But I just want them to sort of refresh the car list and add more cars that obviously we haven't seen in previous games before. Because even with the whole festival playlist thing, they are adding cars into the game, but some of the cars sometimes are from previous games. So they've just sort of, you know, re-added cars that were in previous Forza Horizon titles, which again, it may be good, it may be bad, but like I said, I kind of want some new cars. I want to see something new get added into the game, not just the same car list that was there before. So yeah, I want that. So location and cars, I guess, and even graphics quality would be a nice improvement, hopefully, for the next generation of the game. Now, last thing I want to talk about is the handling. Actually, that's not the last thing. That's the second last thing. The last thing I'm going to talk about is leaderboards and stuff like that. But the handling physics, I've always been a fan of the Horizon handling physics. And that's just me being like, I like arcade racing games, right? They're fun to play. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go into an arcade racing game and feel like I'm, you know, playing in a simulator. Like, if I crash into the street, I literally just damage my car and die. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to have fun playing a game. I know people are like, you know, you have to play a racing game with a steering wheel or else it's not fun. It's like, you need to, like, sort of calm it down a little bit. When it's a simulator, I understand, you know, to have the best sort of feeling or the best, you know, experience with a simulator type game. Yes, playing with a steering wheel, with a whole wheel setup is nice. But when it comes to an arcade game like this, I want to just sit back, relax, play the game. I think they've done a very good job with the handling physics when it comes to the customization that you can do. The tunability, you know, camber, tow, caster, the transmission setup. You can change stiffness and whatever, from the dampers to the springs to the diff. Everything that you can have in the Motorsport series, they brought it into this game, which I love. I love that you can tune cars like that, even in an arcade game like this, and it makes a difference when you're driving it. I do definitely enjoy playing with the handling physics that are in this game. So if they do end up changing anything on it, I don't know how I'll react. I mean, I think they'll still do a very, very good job. I love the handling physics back on Horizon 1. I love them on Horizon 2. I love them on Horizon 3. So I think they just do a very, very good job to, you know, making it more arcade feeling. You get what I mean? So I like the handling physics. I really do hope that they don't do like a big shift or whatever to simulator or whatever. I want this game to be fun and relaxed to play. So handling physics, I think, is definitely something that I want them to sort of keep nice and light, you know what I mean? Now, final thing that I want to talk about as I just finish the normal wheel spins that I have here, and then I'll move over to the super wheel spins. The final thing I want to talk about is the leaderboards. There are so many cheaters on leaderboards. Obviously, now I don't think they actually care at all about what happens to the leaderboards, but like stuff like this just needs to be removed. Like if I go onto the Horizon drag strip here, right? And I'm 1,691st in the world with a very, very decent speed, right? Now, this is all from my friends in club that you guys are seeing the list on, but my positioning on the left is in the world, right? This whole leaderboard system, I love. Don't change it. I think it's perfect the way it is. They've had the same one in Horizon 3, and I think it was perfect. Keep it the same. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. You can change the filters to see everything. Now, if I go to global, and I see people at the top of the leaderboards here. Now, I have a lot of these here, which just are cheated scores. Now, for people saying, how are they cheated? Just because I'm not going that speed because I'm bad at the game. I've had people that commented this before, by the way, saying, I'm bad at the game, that's why I can't get onto the top of the leaderboards. That's why I'm saying that everyone's a cheater except for me. I'm not saying that everyone's a cheater except for me, but people at the top of the leaderboards here, they are cheating to get to this sort of speed. First of all, the top speed in the game is what? With the Ferrari 599XX Evo, people are getting like 320 something, almost 330 miles per hour. Now that is if the perfect conditions going slightly downhill on the highway. That is the only way you can get that speed, right? Legitimately, I mean. And with the 599XX Evo being like absolutely broken with its handling physics, but that's the only way you can get that speed. Now people are beating, right, that top speed with cars that aren't even made to do that, first of all. And then obviously, even with the 599XX Evo, people are breaking that speed with ease on an event where your lineup is literally, let me get rid of all this. Your lineup is literally coming in from this like little dirt section here, which isn't even a straight line onto the actual main strip here. So your lineup is literally from here, right, to here, which again, like I said, there's like a pretty much like a turn right here to be able to get onto this. So you're not even getting that speed that you should, that literally takes you like this much of the highway to actually achieve. You get me? So it takes way longer to get to that top speed than whatever this bit is here. So for people saying that, oh, I'm just bad at the game, it's not that. People are cheating to get on the leaderboard. So I really do hope that there's a better system in place. And also like squashing cars in this game, which is what the POP 50 pretty much does. I think you just sort of crush that car and you just send it flying, which is what people used to do here. They sort of just crushed the POP 50, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, and then they would just send it flying through like a speed trap at really high speeds. So like doing stuff like that, I feel like as soon as people cop on and see sort of clips like that online, they should do something about it. Definitely people from Playground Games should do something about stuff like that, because it just ruins the leaderboards. If for people like me that enjoy playing on the leaderboards, and even on my own friends and club, like it's hard to differentiate or to see who's actually cheating or not, because like I said, there's different types of cheating, right? There's not just like crushing the car into the ground and making it go super fast. People are using like speed glitches or whatever it is that they do. There's like little exploits with the rewind system that you can do to sort of gain more and more speed. Like there's so many different ways that you can cheat in this game. I have never done a single thing like that because it's boring. Why would I cheat to get on the leaderboards? It's just not fun. It just isn't fun, especially when I sort of pretty much put everything out there on YouTube and stuff like that. Why is there a point of me for cheating? And it goes the same if I think about it with the whole Warzone community and stuff like that. It's like just people constantly cheating in the game, and you're just there like, how is this fun for you? How is you playing the game and knowing that you can kill every single person in the game, not because of your skill, but because of an additional program that literally just does all the work for you? It's just boring to me. I just don't understand it. Who are you gonna gloat to someone that you're winning all these games from cheating? Or you're gonna gloat to your friends that look how high I am on the leaderboards because I cheated? You know, it's just I never understood cheating like that. I remember back on if you guys remember back on Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, there was a thing on Modern Warfare 2, if I remember correctly, where you had the javelin glitch. That was just fun. That was just fun to play around with. Like, you used to glitch a javelin into your hands, and like if someone kills you, you just drop the javelin like a missile, and it just blows up into the ground and it kills everyone around you, which is fun, right? It was just a funny thing. You know, it's a little glitch that, you know, it got patched. Then there was like that insertion thing where I remember I did it very early on, and what we used to do is I used to have the emergency care package for people that actually know what I'm talking about here. I used to have an emergency care package or emergency airdrop, whatever it was. So it used to drop 4 care packages on the map, and I used to sort of do the whole thing where you just, you know, get kills and attack insertion, and then get and cover the entire map with those care packages. It was just fun to watch people play like that. You know what I mean? Like, I never boosted for you know, kill streaks or for points like that, you know, like, you know, having like a high kill streak or having super high score or anything like that. That was just so boring for me to watch or to do. So like, I always, every time there was like an exploit or something that I could do very easily, it was always something dumb that I'd end up doing with it. And in this game, I'd never actually done any sort of the exploits or anything. So I don't really know what, you know, why people are so attracted to like breaking, you know, leaderboards or stuff like that. So I definitely want a better system. I know I went on some sort of a tangent there talking about Call of Duty instead of Forza, but I just felt like it was sort of similar in a situation like this. So leaderboards, I definitely want them to sort of take a little bit more care, especially for people that love to go for leaderboard scores. Me that loves to go for top 1000. You know, it's a nice series on the channel. A lot of people enjoy it. A lot of people watch it. So I would like to try and, you know, sort of, you know, have to be able to play the game legitimately instead of just, you know, getting cheaters all the time on the leaderboards. Well, that's a lot of talking for one video. If you guys, I guess, enjoyed this one, you can go ahead and like it and do all this sort of stuff. But yeah, like I said, this was a conversation. So if you guys want to give your opinions on specific things, like I said, what you guys want to see in the game, what you don't want to see in the game, return, anything like that. Honestly, I enjoy this game quite a bit. There's not really a lot of stuff that I'd like for them to change, but obviously, pretty much whatever I talked in this video is what I'm interested in them changing or adding or whatever. But yeah, like I said, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. What sort of changes you guys would like them to make into the game. What sort of additions or things that you guys want them to do to the new Forza Horizon 5. And what do you guys think of the map? Obviously, the map hasn't actually been released, but what do you guys think of the location, I should have said. So, I mean, well, I'm obviously going to make a video or whatever. I don't know if I was just going to kick me out of the session because I'm just opening so many wheel spins. But yeah, obviously with the whole map or whatever being released very, very soon at E3, I'm going to be talking about this again in a different video. But again, let me know your thoughts down below. Now let's finish off the last few wheel spins that I have here, the super wheel spins. I don't even know how much money I actually ended up getting from this. I'm going to guess it's about 15 million. I think I had about 405 million. So let's get rid of all of this. All the rest of the spins here. Clios don't sell, man. The Clio Forza edition just don't sell, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Just sell it like that. Honda Civic. Already have a bajillion of it. I pretty much have every single car that you can get from my wheel spins. I have every single one. And I know there will be people that were going to be asking in the comments, but I don't think... should I even mention it? I'll mention it now, just in case you are one of those people that is going to mention it now. How come I don't get any clothes? How come I don't get any emotes? I have every single one of them. That's why. I've had so many wheel spins for such a long time. Every time I ended up, you know, getting them and spinning them, I'm up, what, 410th level in 3rd prestige, which is crazy. But obviously, like I said, I have every single one of them. That's why you don't see me getting anything. So 428 million I finished off with. Right. A lot of talking in the video. If you guys enjoyed it, like I said, like it, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is that you guys want to do. And I'm definitely looking forward to reading your comments on this specific video. So if you have anything interesting, let me know down below. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.